and today we'll be making scrambled dragon eggs. Hey guys, welcome to the first meal plan of our series. This one's inspired by Alec Lightwood, and it's for those of you out there who build muscles super easily and need a little extra protein to build those muscles. Right, so we're gonna start with breakfast. Now, the great thing about breakfast is it's the most important meal of the day, and you need a lot of protein and a lot of carbs. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna scramble 2 eggs and you're gonna cook 2 strips of turkey bacon. And then with that, you can have a bowl of either unsweetened granola or an unsweetened rice cereal, no wheat and no sugar. And then you can use either rice milk or coconut milk. All right, now after breakfast, if you want a little snack between breakfast and lunch, you need some protein. So you can either do a handful of nuts, like almonds, walnuts, anything as long as you're not allergic, or you could do half of a protein bar. I like to get mine from Julian's Bakery because they're super healthy, super clean, and they don't have any sugar, they don't have any preservatives, anything like that. So make sure you're staying super natural with your protein bar. You don't want like, a 23 gram protein bar that has like 15 grams of sugar. You want to keep the sugar really, really low. Okay, so for lunch, you're gonna make yourself a salad with 6 ounces of protein. Now you can put whatever you want on the salad. Nuts, other veggies like, tomatoes, cucumbers, whatever you wanna put on, just make sure there's no sugar, so no fruit, no honey roasted anything. Just make sure it's nice and clean, no added sugars. And then what you're gonna have with that is half a cup of quinoa. Now, if you've never seen quinoa before, this is what quinoa looks like before it's made. And I'm losing it across the kitchen. It's just kind of, I don't know, maybe like a sesame seed sort of. It smells really good, it smells kind of like nuts. And then there's a recipe below, which I'm going to give you guys so that you can make this, and I'll tell you how to make it. But once it's done, it looks kind of like this. It's kind of like mini spaceships, I guess you could say. And it still smells kind of nutty. It's really good. You can put butter on it, you can put ghee on it, a little bit of salt, some spices, whatever taste you like. You can totally spice this up with that. Now between lunch and dinner, you can have another snack. The best thing to have would be half of a paleo bar, like the one I mentioned earlier from Julian's Bakery, or if you don't have those, the low sugar protein bars. Now it's time for dinner, which means, guess what? More protein. So you're gonna have either some grass-fed beef or some free-range chicken or turkey, and make sure that you're having at least 6 ounces of protein with this meal. Now for your sides, you're gonna have some steamed mixed veggies, so things like broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, anything like that. Just make sure you lightly steam them. You don't want them to be too mushy, because then you've overcooked them and they're not as good for you. And then for your last thing is gonna be a carb, and we're gonna do gluten-free pasta. Now my favorite gluten-free pasta is a pasta called Banza. It's a chickpea pasta that's super high in protein and super low in carbs. So you still get the protein and the full feeling without all the carbs that are gonna make it harder to build the muscle that you want. Now, as with anything in this meal plan, if this isn't enough calories for you because you work out a lot, or maybe instead of doing a 20-minute workout, you're doing an hour or more, then you need to amp up your carbs and your protein. So whatever you think you need to add for this is perfectly fine. Just try to make sure that it's a veggie or a carb. Try to avoid things like the sugars and the processed foods. Now, I was gonna show you guys how to make the quinoa, but unfortunately the kitchen that we're using for this shoot does not have a stove in it. So I can't really show you guys how to make it, but I will have the recipe and the instructions below in the description with a little link. But basically what you do is you're just gonna toast the quinoa in a pan on medium to medium low, just until it makes like a tiny, tiny popping sound. You don't wanna overcook it because then you'll have like quinoa popcorn. I've never tried it, but I'm not sure how good that would be. And then after it starts to just snap a little bit, you're gonna add about twice as much water as quinoa, and you're just gonna let it boil for a little while. And then it's ready to eat. Season it with whatever you want, butter, ghee, spices, just no sugar. Don't put sugar in it. All right guys, so that's all there is for this week's meal plan. You can find the full meal plan in the link below, along with some recipes and links on where to pick everything up if you're not quite sure where to get the items. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I can't wait to share this series with you, and I'm so excited for all the amazing things you guys are gonna learn. If you guys like the videos like this, don't forget to hit the little bell icon so that you get a notification every time I post a new video, and hit the little subscribe button so that I can keep updated with you guys. And hey, if you wanna leave a cool comment below, that'd be super awesome too, because I do get back to those. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. can eat in a week. It's so ominous. Get 10, yo! Jersey Shore! Hallelujah! Moving on.